Hi fam, welcome to another episode of Big Sibling Energy. And on today's episode, I have some questions with me. I'm going to answer. I'm going to give my perception of what people think of being a firstborn. I'm a big sibling, in short. So before we start this video, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. So there are not so many questions. It's a couple of like 6 to 7 questions, and then yeah. So the first question is when did you first feel like a second mom in the house? When did I feel that I was the second mom in the house? I felt that while I was in primary, in standard 8, class 8. Standard 9, I can't go. Class 8. When I was in class 8, when I was left alone to take care of my siblings. I remember I talked about that issue, like my mom was not feeling well, my dad was working far away, so I was left alone with my siblings. So that's when I felt like I was the second mom. So from then I've been the second mom at this age. Yes. Were you expected to be nurturing or responsible in ways your brothers weren't? Okay. I've not grown up with brothers. I have one brother na ni mdogo, so and then yeye amelelewa kama wasichana because he's the only brother. So he has grown up katikati ya wasichana wengi, so I can't answer that one. I'm not sure. Do you feel your emotions were differently than your siblings? While I was growing up, I'm the only child who was disciplined enough. By being disciplined, I mean like I'm that person mwenye. I think being a big sibling and then they're trying to shape you to be a straightforward child. So I was disciplined a lot more than my other siblings. So I can say yes, because unapata something small when unashautiwa unafanywa nini. It's like they want you to set an example to your siblings. And then right now, when my other siblings were growing up, my parents were already tired of disciplining me, so they didn't get that enough discipline like the one that I got. Yes. So the other question is, how did you balance care and authority over your siblings? I still do it. Balancing care and authority over siblings. Sometimes being a big sibling, when you're trying to take authority of your younger siblings, they feel like uko strict kwao, we ni mtiaji, and then they forget that you're taking care of them, because when you're trying to maybe telling them what you're doing is not right, it means you are caring about them, but they feel like you're so strict. When ni mtiaji, you don't wish well for them, and they're trying to care for them. So I'm trying to balance it because they're still growing, so I'm still taking charge and trying to learn. Each and every day I'm learning on how to take good care of them and taking the authority. So the other question is, what did being the good example mean for you growing up? Hey! Being good example for me growing up, I take it as like, I thought being a good example is trying to be perfect. Yes, we talked about pressure of perfection. So I think being a good example, I was thinking it's trying to be perfect, trying to do things the right way, and of which is not supposed to be perfect. No one is perfect. So yeah, that's what was my thought about it. So the other question is, what's one thing you wish your siblings understood about being the firstborn? Hey! Okay, what's the one thing you wish your siblings understood about being the firstborn? Okay, being the firstborn, it doesn't mean that you are you're just there. You're favored. You're the one who gets a lot of privileges. That's what the younger siblings think of a firstborn. But what I can tell them, like, okay, we are all of us are kids as you are. We need to be taken care of the way we are being taken care of. So treat us well. Treat us equally like other siblings. We are not special in any way. So that's what I can say about it. Did you ever want to rebel, or did you feel like you couldn't? I've never felt that way. I've never felt that way. Yes. What did being the oldest teach you about leadership? It has taught me a lot. Kwanza being responsible. Because about leadership, so you know, we are the one leading. You learn a lot of things that if I was, for example, a younger sibling, I wouldn't know about them. Like, for example, being responsible, even being responsible for myself, knowing that, okay, if it's this is how things work, this is how you budget yourself, this is how you live your life, this is how you take care of yourself. So it has taught me a lot. Because being responsible, that's the biggest achievement that I've learned from being a firstborn. And I thank God for that, and for my parents for bringing me first. Because I'm so responsible, and I've learned that through taking care of my other siblings and being the firstborn. So yeah. So did you feel pressure to be perfect, responsible, or the example? Yes, of course. The pressure, every day you have that pressure, but you said you are not perfect. So the pressure of perfection should not make us feel intimidated in any way. Yes, so that is it with that one. How will you describe your role in your family growing up? See, as a firstborn, as a second parent, as a second mom to your siblings, that's how I can describe it. I don't have something more to describe it. What's something your siblings don't know you carried on their behalf? Let me think about this one. This one. Taking care of them. Like trying to grow up so fast so that I can be able to take care of them. So I think that's what I can say about it. What else? There's so many things, but right now I don't think I'm able to think for more. Did you carry the caretaker role into your friendship or romantic relationship now? Caretaker. Yes, with my friendships, yes. I'm always the caretaker. With the romantic relationship, I don't want to talk about romantic relationship. But with friendship, yes. Most of the time, when we hang out with my friends, I'm the bigger person. I'm the one who ensures wamekula, wako sawa. So, the caretaker role with friendship, yes. With romantic relationship, we'll talk another day. But for today, let's talk just about friendship. The other question is, do you ever feel like your needs were set aside for your siblings? No, I don't feel that way. Because growing up, most of the basic needs that I needed, nilikuwa nazipata, so I didn't struggle a lot with like at maybe nanyimwa hii ama napelekwa a certain school so that my other siblings will get it. No, I think I was privileged enough to get everything, the basic thing that I needed while growing up, and that's the good thing. Yes. How did your identity as a girl intersect with your role as eldest? How did your identity as a girl intersect with your role as eldest? Okay, growing up as a girl and then we didn't have maybe a boy mwenye nione vile saa vitu anafanya. I don't think I'm in that position to answer that question. Nimegrow na wasichana wengi, and then najua roles za wasichana. Most of the things that I've done, because I still took the roles of being a man, let me not use the word a man, being a boy and a girl in a family. Like kama kulisha ng'ombe, I can do it. Women responsibility, I can do it. So I'm balancing both being a girl. You know what a man can do? A woman can do better. So I've learned to balance some roles. Like we don't have specific roles. For us growing up, we didn't have specific roles. Like these are for boys, these are for girls. Like girls are supposed to cook, boys are supposed to take care of animals or things. We've done all the both roles pamoja as girls because we grew up as wasichana wengi. Yes. So the other question, and it's the last question, is how did your relationship with your parents differ from your siblings? My relationship with my parents, okay, all along I've grown up. So my parents, I think ilikuwa ni kama ni long distance relationship because my dad works far away and my mom stays far away. So your relationship ya parents, I guess during holidays ilikuwa tuna bond zaidi. So relationship with my parents and my siblings, I think it's the same way I've bonded with my parents, the same way I've bonded with my siblings. Kukua pamoja, family time and everything. So that's how I can say it. I don't know if I've answered it well, because the question is, how did your relationship with your parents differ from your siblings? There's no difference with my siblings and my parents. So the relationship is the same. We have a good relationship and we thank God for that. Yeah, those are some of the few questions that we had for this episode. Add more questions and also answer those questions on the comment section below. Add more questions on the comment section. Also answer those questions in the comment section and tell us what do you think about it. Hata sinajua siku answer vizuri, but unaweza niambia what you want me to answer and then what to elaborate more. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Till next time. See you.